Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 mods video. And I have covered quite a few mods on this channel, from new reinforcements, new heroes, entire gameplay overhauls, and a lot more. However, there are still thousands of fantastic mods out there for Battlefront 2, made 100% by the fans, that offer so much rich content. And being a PC player right now honestly feels like a second revival of this game. And honestly, I'm pretty proud to be a part of this community because when we all learned that this game was coming to an end and there would be no more live support, the modding community pretty much said no and took over development of the game and have since created content that matches or even exceeds the content DICE and EA were able to put out. And so today in this video, we will be going over what I believe to be the top 5 mods of all time as of the beginning of 2022 for Star Wars Battlefront 2. And before we get into this top 5 list, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you want to see more Battlefront 2 content just like this. So moving right onto our list, wasting no more time, first up we have Aviators Galactic Spawn Screen. And this is probably a mod you have seen all over the place, either in your own game or on other Battlefront YouTube videos. And what this does is get rid of the old collection screen style spawn menu with the dark gray and black room with the large Imperial lights in the background. And what it does is replace it with a unique spawn screen for every map. So now whenever you load into a match or change your class on the spawn screen menu, you have a much more beautiful and unique backdrop for whichever map you're playing on. And I can't recommend this mod enough. Even though it's just a visual change, I think it does so much more to immerse you into the game. Whenever you die, instead of being ripped into a blank soulless void of a spawn screen, you get to stay on the map, making you feel like you're never really leaving the action. And Battlefront 2 is still one of the most gorgeous looking games ever, even here in 2022, so I really appreciate that we always get to look at some amazing visuals while you have this mod active. And on top of that, there is an add-on that allows you to also have a brand new end of round screens that put the top players on a scenic location somewhere on the map, just like the spawn screens. So if you want to breathe some fresh life into your spawn screens and menus, this is the best way to do it. And at our number 4 spot, we have the Zatmospheric Lighting overhaul. And this is a complete visual overhaul of every single map in the game, changing the lighting, bloom, and color of every map to make them look more movie accurate and just to improve the visual fidelity of the game as a whole. And this mod just adds a really fresh coat of paint to the game and makes every map just a little bit different, which is really nice for a lot of us fans who have been pretty much staring at the same map since 2017, and it just goes a long way to freshen up the game. And probably one of the best aspects of this mod is that it's not very graphically demanding, as it's really all just lighting and color changes. There are no brand new 4K textures to download for the whole map, so this makes it much more accessible. If you're running Battlefront 2 on an older system, you'll still be able to enjoy this mod and the visual upgrade it provides. My favorite change for any of the maps is without a doubt Kashyyyk. In the base game, it's very bright and sunny, which doesn't look bad at all. However, this mod makes Kashyyyk much more cloudy and gray and atmospheric, similar to how we see it in Revenge of the Sith, and I absolutely love this change. Definitely download this mod for yourself and load into every map just to see all the changes. There are even different times of day for some of the maps, which gives you so many new options to play around with to make every map the way you want it to look. Now, as we move into the top 3 spots, we're pretty much done with all of our visual mods and are now covering mods that change and add actual new content to the game. And starting off, we have the Battlefront gameplay rework, one of, if not my personal favorite mods ever. And if you haven't heard of this mod, you've probably been living under a Battlefront 2 proof rock. I made a video a while back covering this mod, so after this video, if you want to see more details about it, go give that video a watch. This mod offers so much new content that changes the gameplay of Battlefront 2, as you might have guessed by the title. With this mod, we get 20 new blasters, brand new star cards, completely reworked reinforcements, and on top of the new blasters, we get new default blasters, like the DC-15, A280, and E11 have all been reworked to be completely unique from each other, pretty much making them into new weapons entirely, like turning the A280 into its Battlefront 2015 version, which was pretty much my favorite weapon of all time from that game. And for new weapons, we get the EE4, we get the Disruptor Rifle, the SE-14C, the Relby, and that's just to name like a few of them. And like I said earlier, all of the reinforcements have some tweaks to them as well to make them a little bit more unique. For example, all the aerial units now have completely new and different abilities from each other, instead of all having the same rocket launcher and jetpack abilities. We also get brand new star cards like the Thermal Imploder for the Assault, the Gonk Droid for the Heavy, the Return of the Bacta Droid for the Officer, and yet again that's only listing a few of them. If you haven't already, please download this mod, as it's probably one of the biggest content drops this game has ever seen, including what we got from DICE. It's an absolute blast trying out all these new weapons and reinforcements, and feels like you're playing the game for the first time again. And coming in at the number 2 spot, we have yet another classic, and a mod that I've covered before on this channel as well, so you can go back and check out that video if you want more details. And the mod is the Instant Action Overhaul. And when this mod came out, honestly my mind was blown. I think it was the first mod that started this huge gold rush for Battlefront 2 modding, and this was the first mod that brought features to the game that I never thought were possible. For starters, we now had Heroes vs Villains, Extraction, and Blast completely playable offline. And offline Heroes vs Villains in particular was so awesome to experience. So right off the bat, we already have 3 brand new game modes that worked extremely well offline to give more variety. We also got a completely overhauled customization menu for our instant action games. We can now fully customize how many heroes we want on our team, and the enemy team with up to 11 heroes on each side, and the same goes for the reinforcements with a maximum of 32 on each team. You can also fully customize the types of heroes you want, allowing you to switch on or off heroes from the different eras, and even disabling lightsaber heroes or blaster heroes or even the droid heroes as well, so you can make your game exactly how you want it to be. And this should obviously be a no-brainer for offline game modes, but we never got anything close to this from EA or DICE. And on top of all these brand new options for instant action, which offered just so much new content, so much more variety, like I said, than DICE even thought about giving us. This mod also comes with a ton of bug fixes, improvements to AI, and quality of life updates. And I won't list them all here, but there is literally an entire list on the mod page if you are interested. This mod really just allows you to do so much more with instant action, and was really the first step taken that made offline play actually fun. And finally, at our number 1 spot, we have Battlefront Plus. And I'll be honest, this number 1 spot is kind of a cheat, as this is actually a mod pack that features over 25 amazing mods from the very best of the Battlefront 2 modding community. And I chose this because there are so many great heroes and reinforcement mods for Battlefront 2 that are just so high quality, similar to official content to the game, that I couldn't just pick 1 or even 5. So this is an all-in-one mod that includes the best of the best. This mod pack brings 5 brand new heroes to the game: Ahsoka Tano, Captain Rex, Din Djarin, Dengar, and Commander Pyre. So we get a few heroes for each era, and some that the Battlefront fans have wanted since the game released, like Ahsoka and Rex. And these guys are definitely the standouts, as they just look amazing and play amazing as well. And I do have full hero breakdown videos for these 2 that you can go check out, so I don't want to waste too much time here, and I do plan on making videos for all the other heroes as well, especially Dengar and Mando, who are a ton of fun as well. And for reinforcements, there are a lot, so I'm just going to rapid fire them. With this mod, we get the Airborne Trooper, the Clone Engineer, the Republic Gunner, the Combat Magna Guard, the Staffed Magna Guard, the Rebel Honor Guard, the Rebel Commando, the Rebel Saboteur, the Purge Trooper Commander, the Royal Guard, the Shock Trooper, the Viper Droid, the Nikito Smuggler, and the Stormtrooper Commando. It's a lot. And same with the heroes. I'm not going to go into full detail, as this video would be like an hour long, and I've actually covered a lot of these reinforcements on the channel as well, and I have a whole playlist for that if you want to go check those out. But with over 20 new playable characters, there is so much content here that will keep you busy for quite a while, as none of these characters are copy and pasted. They are all unique and have their own playstyles. One of the standouts for me is the Rebel Commando, who actually features abilities that have limited uses and ammunition. So you have to use them wisely, and they can only be refilled through officer commands or the Gong Droid from the gameplay rework. And that mod is actually featured in this entire mod pack, making this reinforcement very compatible with other mods and offers a brand new gameplay style. And like I said, this is just one example. Every unit offers something new, which is absolutely amazing, as the creators of this mod could have just copy and pasted units with a new skin and called it a day. But we are actually getting tons of brand new content to the game, which is a feeling I haven't had since the game was cancelled, which is why Battlefront Plus deserves the number 1 spot on our list. So there you have it, the top 5 mods for Battlefront 2. Do you think this was an accurate list? Let me know some of the other mods you think deserve to be on the top 5 list. So with all that covered, we are going to end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like as it really helps us grow, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all of your Star Wars Battlefront 2 needs. Thank you so much for watching, and happy modding, my friends.